What's up, guys? It's Brandon. Long time no see. It's good to talk to you guys again. It's been a week and 1 day since my surgery, and I didn't want to make any videos right away because, first of all, I was in a lot of pain for a few days. All I was doing was laying in bed, sleeping and stuff. And secondly, the whole time up until I guess yesterday, because I ran out, I was on a bunch of medications and stuff and pain pills. My mind was really cloudy. And I felt if I made a video, maybe, I wouldn't have made much sense. So I waited, and I just shaved finally for the first time in a week, and it feels good. And this is my vlog. Alright, so I'll dive right into it. Last Tuesday was my surgery. I was a bit nervous, going there and stuff. I didn't know what to expect. I've never had surgery before or anything, like I had said previous. But anyways, I got there, signed in, registered. Went into another waiting room, waited more. A nurse came out and called 3 different names. I was one of those names. Took us into another room. We signed a thing, got a little wristband and such. Went to another thing, changed into a hospital gown again, like I did the other day. Or like I did for the CT scan, changed into a hospital gown. Laid on to bed. A little while later, a nurse came. I had to go weigh myself. After she took my weight and height and all that, she hooked up my IV. And I laid in bed and waited until about 10 o'clock. Around 10 o'clock, one of those porters who delivers stuff and pushes patients around and stuff from room to room. I guess you call them porters, I think. Yeah, he brought me into down near the operating room. A couple of the I guess they're still going to school. The interns or whatever you call them came out. Of the anesthesiologist came out, asked me some questions, stuff like that, told me what was going on, and then they wheeled me into the actual operation room, which was crazy. All these machines, all these different stuff. I see this bed with these 2 huge, look like big mechanical arms with huge lights on them, and they wheeled me right to the side of the bed. They put me on the bed, and what I didn't expect too is I knew the surgeon would be there and maybe like a couple other doctors and stuff, but there was literally 8 to 10 people in there. It was crazy, and so I know that was pretty cool. I know I was in good hands. They put oxygen on me. They said it was going to kind of smell a little bit funny. It wasn't flavored oxygen, which I've heard from people. They have flavored oxygen, I guess, smelling like strawberries or whatever, different things. It wasn't like that. They just said it was going to smell a little weird, and it did. Just, I don't know, it's really hard to describe, whatever. This was the coolest, weirdest, craziest part. They pumped the anesthetic through IV into me. And the guy told me that I was going to start feeling weird and just to relax and think happy thoughts and whatnot. So I did. Once they started pumping in with me, within a minute, I was passed out. The last thing I can remember is kind of, blinking, like opening and closing your eyes, when you're on the point of falling asleep at home. Sort of like that. And then that's the last thing I remember, closing my eyes. Or I don't even remember closing my eyes for the last time. I remember looking up at the ceiling. And then that's it. Next thing I know, I'm awake in another room. I'm kind of in and out for like 20 minutes. I was in a lot of pain and just really confused, really tired, stuff like that. A nurse comes up and says, how's your pain in a scale of 1 to 10? And I said about a 7 because it was pretty sore. It wasn't crazy, but it was really sore. So she pumped some morphine into me and eventually gave me some other pills, and I was there for a while, waking up. She was having me take deep breaths all the time, stuff like that. They wheeled me to another room, another recovery room, where they finally allowed my parents to see me. So they came in and sat with me again for another, I guess it was about an hour or 2. I was still all, out there, still screwed up from all the anesthetic and stuff. I guess I said a couple funny things. I can kind of remember this whole experience, but at the same time, not really, if you know what I mean. I don't know. So finally, after recovering there for a couple hours, a nurse gets me up, and you see the people in the hospital with that, with the wheels and the pole with the IV on it. I have one of those. She gets me up, has me grab onto that, and has me walk all the way to the bathroom and back just to see if I can handle myself and walk and stuff. And I got up. That was the first time I'd gotten up since the surgery. I was still pretty sore, all drugged up. I did it though. I was dizzy. It was a really weird experience. I can't really explain it properly. You have to kind of go through it. But yeah, it was weird. After that, she let me change into my own clothes, which took a while. Like, everyone left the room. They put the sheet over, and I was able to change in my own clothes and go home. So from that point on up until now has been just a lot of recovery. The first, like I said, 4 or 5 days, I wasn't moving much. I was on a lot of drugs. I was using a cane to get back and forth from my bed to the bathroom, and just sleeping a lot, recovering. After that, the past few days, I've just been, you know, walking around, going to the computer and such, back and forth. Today's been the best day so far. I'm off all the medication now. I'm just taking Motrins for pain. I still get a little bit of pain, but not nearly as much as it is. But I'm not fully recovered yet. But I'm feeling a lot better than I was, and I really wanted to make this video today. So that's what I'm doing right now. Also, I wanted to let you guys know, I was talking to my doctor regarding the CT scan before I had the surgery. Unfortunately, in the CT scan, first of all, testicular cancer, if it spreads, they know exactly, pretty much, it spreads the exact same way every single time, up to what are called like little lymph nodes, and they start attacking them, I guess. Unfortunately, in the CT scan, it looks like, he says they have enlarged a little bit, and the blood test they took a while ago did show cancer receptors, obviously. All that being said, I have a follow-up appointment October 11th, and in that, you know, he'll check out his work, I guess, the surgery and stuff, and he's going to take more blood and see what's going on, and most likely I'll have another CT scan, you know, because that'll be almost a month afterwards, after the surgery. Hopefully things have gone down, maybe. They don't know 100%, it's still unclear whether, you know, what's going on. So I haven't beaten it 100%. I'm so glad to have gone through the surgery. You know, I know what it's like. Everything went successful, which is awesome. And I just have to wait until October 11th now to figure out what goes on from here. So unfortunately, I can't report, you know, everything's all 100% good. But like I said, I'm happy I went through surgery and everything went without a hitch. I'm happy I'm healing really well, recovering really good. I feel 1,000 times better than I did, you know, the first few days afterwards. And yeah. So we'll see then. Last but not least, shout out to my mom and dad, my mom especially, who's been having to put up with all my shit. Having, you know, get me everything for those first 5 days, every drinks and stuff, and food and everything, really, because I couldn't do anything. Alright guys, so that was my quick update. Thank you for listening. Good news and bad news, I guess, but it is what it is. I'm glad to be done surgery. Thank you for everyone's support, like I just said. And as always, stay positive, get it checked, and I will see you soon.